Thanks for joining me for part 2 of Leisurely Tai Chi to the right in the Tai Chi for Arthritis part 2 form. So we've already gone over the transition into part 2, the brush knee to the right, and the first part of Leisurely Tai Chi to the right. Now we're going to bring in the entire part 2 of Leisurely Tai Chi to the right. So let's go through that entire sequence together right now. From behind, we begin our part 2 form in shoulder width with an open and close, and then brush knee to the right. Stand on the right foot to turn in the left toes. Stand on the left foot, hold a baby. Look to the right, float out the right foot in a right bow stance, brush over the knee, a little half step in. Leisurely Tai Chi, we raise the right hand, the left foot steps back. We lower the hands and sink the weight. The right palm turns up as it comes in with the right foot. We step out and extend the hands as we step into it. Now for the second part, we step back with the left foot. All the weight's there, the right toes up. We turn our waist to the right fingers turn up as we turn back to the left. We square up with the right wall and we step into a little push. So let's go over the detail of that second part. And I'm going to make sure that you can see my hands, right? So I'm going to come up a little closer. Actually, no, let's do the footwork first. So we're here, you have this part, right, where we step into the chop. So what we do with our feet now is we step back with the left foot, we raise the right toes, so there's no weight on the right foot, and we turn our hips to the right, and our toes go with us. We turn our hips back to our left, and then we turn our hips to the right wall. We step towards the right wall, and then we step in with the left foot. So after we do the first part, we do the chop. We step back with the left foot, raise the right toes, turn the waist only to comfort, turn the waist back to the left to comfort, turn the hips and shoulders to the right wall, and then step towards it with a little half step in with the left foot. Again, so after part 1, we're here with a little chop. We step back on the left foot, raise the right toes. So just turn your waist, and where you stop is where you stop. And then turn your waist to the left, and where you stop is where you stop. And then turn back to square up hips and shoulders to the right wall, step towards it with right foot, little half step with left foot. Let's bring in the hands. So after part 1, we're here. Our hands are in this throat chopping position to the right wall. We step back, our hands go out a little, they stay where they're at. And as we turn our waist, our hands come with us and then stop when our waist turn stops. Our hands come close as we turn to our left, our right fingers point up, and then the hands come to the chest. As we step to the right wall, our hands extend in a push. So I'm going to come close so you can see all the detail of my hands, and then I'll go back as we practice. So after our chop to the throat, we step back, and then we turn our waist like our right hand's flat. We turn back to the left, our left fingers come around the right wrist, so they're on the thumb side as we turn our waist to the left. Then we square up to our right wall. Our left hand supports behind the thumb. We step into a little push. Let's do it again so you can see my feet now. After part 1, we have our little chop to the throat. We step back on the left foot, raise the right toes. So only bring your hands as far as your waist turns. Don't bring them way back here. Once your waist stops turning, turn the right fingers up. As you turn your waist to the left, once your waist stops, then the hands positioned at the chest, we step into a little push, extending our hands. So one more time, and then we'll put it all together. So part 2, we're here after our chop. We step back, raise the right toes, turn the waist to the right. The right fingers point up, left fingers come to the thumb side as we turn to the left. Hips and shoulders to the right wall. We step into a little push. Let's put it together. So, after our brush knee to the right, leisurely Tai Chi. Right hand up, left foot back. Lower hands and bring the weight to the back foot. Right palm turns up as it comes in with the right foot. We step to the right as hands rise. We step into a chop. Hands stay out as we step back. Raise the right toes. Turn the waist to the right. Hand comes across the chest as we turn waist to the left. Square up hips and shoulders to the right. Step into a little push. Again. After, brush knee to the right, leisurely Tai Chi. Right hand up, left foot back. Lower hands, lower the weight. Right palm turns up as it comes in with the right foot. We step lightly on the heel, hands at the chest, hands extend as we step into it. Hands stay out as we shift weight to left foot, turn to the right. Right fingers turn up. As we turn to our left, the left hand supports the wrist at the thumb. We step into a little push. I'm going to take you 2 more steps farther because you already know the next 2 steps. It's open and close and then single whip. So, after our brush knee to the right, we step back with the right foot. Or left foot, the right hand comes up. We lower the hands and bring the weight back. Draw in the right foot and right hand. Step lightly as hands come up. We shift weight, left foot toe tap. Then takes our weight as right toes turn up. Turn the waist to the right. Turn the waist to the left. Turn the waist to the right wall. Step towards it with a little push. Now open and close. Left foot turns to the front. Right foot to shoulder width with even weight, open and close. The next move is single whip to the left. So stand on your right foot, turn the left toes with a little step to the corner, shift weight, push to the left corner, turn and open the waist to the right corner. Let's do that again. So after our brush knee to the right, leisurely Tai Chi. Right hand up, left foot back. Lower the hands, lower the weight back. Draw in hands and foot together. Step with the right foot lightly as right hand comes up. Shift weight, left foot toe tap. Stand on the left foot, raise the right toes. Turn waist to the right. Right fingers point up as we turn to the left. Hands are at the chest and give a little arcing push. Left foot to the front, adjust right foot for open and close, relax. Single whip to the left, stand on the right foot facing your left corner. A little step towards the corner, shift weight, push. Don't extend far, turn the waist to open to the right corner. Let's put the entire sequence together. So, the first part of Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 2. You're doing great. So we have open and close, brush knee right, leisurely Tai Chi to the right, open and close. Then we have single whip to the left. Let's do it. And I'm going to start from the transition point, part 1, right? So after our punch to the right, we step back to block and close, and then push the mountain. Turn the left foot forward. Stand on it. Adjust the right foot to shoulder width. Relax with a full deep belly breath and open and close. And then start part 2. Brush knee to the right. Bring in the empty left toes. Bring the hands to the hip. Look to the right. Float out the right foot in a bow stance. Brush over the knee. Half step in. Right hand up. Leisurely Tai Chi. We step back, lower the hands, bring the hands and right foot in. Step lightly. Once the foot is flat, give it weight as we step into the chop. Step back with the hands extended, turn the waist to the right, flip the right fingers up, turn back to the left. Square up to the right wall, step into a push, open, close, left foot forward, and then right foot to shoulder width, take a breath, single whip to the left, stand on the right foot, a little step with left foot to the corner, shift weight, hands give an arcing push, weight on left foot as we turn and open to the right. I'm going to do it facing the front now, one time. So from part one, we have a punch to the right, block and close. We step back with left foot, hands come around a ball. We shift weight and push. The left foot adjusts to the front. The right foot adjusts to shoulder width. We breathe and are open and close. We start part two, brush knee to the right. So stand on right foot, turn in left toes. Stand on the left foot with the hands at the hip. Look to the right, float out the right foot. A little brush knee with half step. Leisurely Tai Chi to the right. Right hand up, left foot back. Lower hands and bring the weight back. Right palm turns up. As it comes in with right foot, it rises. As the foot floats down, hands extend as we step in. We step back, leave the hands out, right toes up. Turn the waist to the right. Hands don't go further. They just flip up and come back with us to the left. Then facing our right wall, we step in and give a little push. Our left foot comes to the front, right foot to center for another open and close. And then brush, single whip to the left. So stand on the right foot, face your left corner. Barely step to the corner with the toes in that direction. Shift weight, give a push. Don't extend far. Turn the waist, open the right hand to the corner. And then just lower the hands and relax. Excellent. You're doing fantastic. So the next movement in the sequence, once you feel real comfortable with this, will be the fist under elbow lesson. Make sure that you're getting in a little closing for yourself and a little warm up first, shake out. And don't neglect to practice your part one of Tai Chi for arthritis because you might get too focused on part two and remember what you learned in part one. So in your own practice time, it's good to incorporate going from the beginning of part one and then flowing up to where you are in part two. Thanks for joining me on the journey. I'll see you in the next video.